just a little bit of a hint. If rather than grabbing the windshield everywhere, if you'll grab it out here when you start peeling, this is easy to clean, these little wings.
Okay.
So for somehow you can just keep grabbing it here,
right,
as you pull, that whole sheet you just pull right off. But the wings, there you go, are easy to clean. One side. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting there. Next step, you're going to take the screws out of the windshield fittings. Leave it in. What I want to kind of show, if you can kind of pan around here, what I want to do is take the windshield and I want to go ahead and put this in this rubber fitting up the top. And you can actually push that in there. I may try to go ahead and screw it in. Or reposition those. So I'm actually putting the fasteners in the upper windshield attachment first. It'll actually start threading in the rubber fitting, and don't force it into the metal. That's called a barrel nut that goes through that rubber fitting, and the fastener is already, in fact, that fastener is attached. I'm going to now grab this wing over here and another screw. That. If I can do this from this side, that'd be kind of nice. We'll find out. If I could see what I was doing, it would probably help. Let me see if I can get it started from this side. If I can, that'd be nice. It's barely in there. What I want to try to do is get some help here, and I'll go down and do these fittings next. Let's see what it looks like fitting. That's an outside. This is. I think I'm going to go down. To those two holes. Let's see what that looks like. Now this is a custom windshield. Tony bought, and you can, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually push that fastener up in there. It'll hold itself because it's just stuck in the rubber fitting. I'm going to go ahead and just turn it a couple of turns. That's not, there it goes. Okay, that's started. See if we can do the same thing to the other side. I like to do this. And we'll try to match the same hole on the far side. And again, I've just pushed that fastener into the rubber fitting. And the rubber kind of collapses on the thread, so it'll hold it there for you. But I like to have a couple turns on the threads engaged in the metal, like right there. And then we'll get all these fasteners on and make a decision what to do next. We might want to change holes. We may be happy with where it is. That looks like it's going to fit best in this outside hole, as will that one. Now, what What we're not photographing at the moment is the paper model we made when Tony's canopy was initially installed. We made a paper model, so this is not guesswork. But there's always the chance that things may not want to fit like we thought they would. But there's that rubber fitting, or that fastener pushed in there. And there's the other side. So they're ready to screw, and you see the canopy is not looking too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put one of these in the barrel nut, so we've got a metal mechanical connection. These do not have to be tight. There's a rubber gasket, a washer on the far side. I'm going to do this whole side of the windshield, and I'm going to let Tony do the other side, and I will photograph him. So Tony, your turn. Turn a wrench.
Okay. Great.
And if it'll feel good going in. If it wants to fight with you, try to angle the fastener, because it obviously has to go straight into that barrel nut. What we did with Tony's canopy when we first installed it, we went ahead and installed the fittings so that they were on his trike when he came down from Louisville this morning. So this is a pretty simple installation. This is the longest custom windshield that I have made, and you can begin to see it really accessorizes the canopy and trike. Tony was riding in the rain a couple days ago, and even with the canopy, he told me that riding with other DFers, he was the only dry person, upper torso-wise, in the pack. If this windshield would have been on his trike, he would have been, he'd probably still be out there looking for rain to ride in, but maybe not. And it makes it difficult to video record people doing work, but Tony and I talked about this a moment ago. It's really nice when you've got a video, you got a moment captured and other people can see what you've got. I'm going to get some cleaning supplies out, and we're going to make that smile really big.
One thing I wanted to add is that I noticed when I was catching a lot of wind, it was dipping a little bit, but this windshield really makes this a lot more rigid. See how I'm pushing on this? And I can really tell how the triangle support that it's giving.
Yeah, what Tony's talking about, we've made a triangle, this connection out to here, this is another connection down to the lower connections. And this triangle will add about 10 or maybe 15 mile an hour of perfection or performance enhancement with regard to the collapsing of the front of that canopy. So it does serve a purpose. And we're going to clean that thing up and get a better shot of it. Tony, doing some window cleaning. Standard. We just put this windshield on this morning. Come down from Louisville, Kentucky. We installed this canopy July, and I did a pattern for the canopy. We just put it on, or the windshield.
The windshield is new.
Yeah, that's the longest. That's the longest custom windshield I've made. When you got a big guy on a trike, things get big. Be hopeful in getting a canopy on Lisa's trike, but initially I discovered that this light ensemble, I was just going to take it loose from the light bracket and put my canopy adapter in here, but the wiring runs through one of the cavities in the bracket. So we discovered that if we gingerly pull these light plastic pieces out, there's like a grommet in there that holds them in, so that we'll take each individual light out, push the lights through the cavity, take this bracket out, and get a canopy on this trike. What I had to do back here on this rack was to drill this drill for a quarter 20 port through that light bracket, so that my adapter.
Hey Beth, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Can you help him? Sure.
Will hopefully fit back in there. So we'll have to work on that.
Yeah, she gets to ride my trike back. I don't even get to try it first.
I was just saying, now when is this going to get one of those on there?
All right.
Yes.
Well, sexy. That trike is sexy.
This is kind of what we ended up with here. We've got a TerraTrike road. And this one here has the original TerraTrike rack. It was made by Rack Time, and it is a front frame mounted rack. This is the only rack that will support my canopy on a suspended TerraTrike road. The Azub, we installed a canopy on the other day. The TerraTrike I brought. The GreenSpeed I brought with a little bit of Nashville flair. My action bed, which is actually a performer. And we installed this berry color. This is a new berry color canopy on a purple cat trike. And this is just really, I love that combination. That really, really came out nice.
Doors up here. Wow.
Let's set it on fire. Let's make it crooked.
Come on, guys, come on over. Get in the video.
I'm not getting
Okay,
in
come
the
on,
video.
get in the video.
I have a
Come
different
on,
video.
Come on.
I have a different canopy. I'm not getting in that video with Ed.